Today's wellness message is on occupational well-being. Sometimes I like to refer to it as vocational well-being. So if you think about it, most people spend at least half of their lives, half their waking hour lives, doing some type of work, some type of occupation, the work that's given to their hands to support themselves and to support their families. And if there's been a significant amount of research in regards to occupational well-being and how it impacts us mentally, emotionally, and so forth, and the researchers have found a few, I'd say 3 elements that I find really of interest. And that is, the first one is this, that most people, if all things being equal, if they find, that they enjoy their job well enough and it's doing what it needs to do from a living standpoint, if they have a positive relationship, or what they deem as a positive relationship with their immediate supervisor, they're much more likely to stay in that position for a longer period of time. So if that relational, social side of our well-being in regards to our immediate supervisor is solid, strong, at least by the worker's standpoint, then they're more likely to stay in their current position. And that's kind of an interesting thing to consider. There's 2 other elements that are even more interesting, really. And the second one is this, is that if we are playing into our greatest strengths at least 50% of the time in our workday, we are more likely to be fulfilled and content with our job. So if our strengths happen to be administrative strengths and we're in an administrative position, we're more likely to be fulfilled. If our strengths are in teaching and we're able to spend 50% of our time or more teaching, doing those things that we're good at and we're just our natural strengths, then we're more likely to be content in our position. So understanding our strengths as it relates to our position, our relationship with our supervisor, and then lastly, there's that element of does our work provide meaning to us? Do we feel that we're contributing to the workforce or the mission of the company, or some type of mission that is important to us in the world? Are we serving in a way that's giving us meaning? So if we are finding meaning in our work, if we have a good relationship with our supervisor, and if we're playing within the skill sets that are our greatest strength, chances are our occupational well-being from that standpoint is going to be very high, and it's also going to have a ripple effect into those other elements of our well-being. You subtract 1 or more of those, or all 3, and chances are that we're not going to be in our ideal place from an occupational wellness standpoint. So I hope this gives food for thought for this Wellness Wednesday on occupational well-being. Greg McCann, Fitness Base Camp, checking out.